Welcome to Keys to the Streets. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Today I have Joseph and Julius Chapman, the father and son duo who created a comic series called Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity. How are y'all doing this morning?
We're doing great.
I'm doing great too. How about you?
I'm pretty good. I'm doing better now that I'm speaking to y'all. It's so good to hear about y'all and hear about you all's story. And I just love to share that with the audience. So can you tell us a little bit about yourselves and Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity?
I'll start first. My name is Julius Chapman. I'm 13 years old and I'm a middle schooler.
Joseph?
Yeah, so I'm Mr. Joseph Chapman. Me and my son created Karma Kid, and I'm also on a nonprofit organization in San Antonio called Motivated for Success, and we basically, help the youth and homeless children in San Antonio.
Wow, that's so commendable. Can you tell us a little bit about what inspired you to write Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity?
Well, what inspired us is our love for comic books and superheroes.
And who are some of your favorite comic books or superheroes?
Mine are Wolverine, the X-Men, the Avengers.
And what about you, Dad?
I would say Black Panther, X-Men, of course, Batman, Superman, to name a few.
Perfect. Those are some of my favorites. So good choices, good choices. So who came up with the name Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity?
It was a mutual collaborate name that we came up with, that we both agreed upon.
And after looking at it, I really was able to check it out and check out the illustrations, and the illustrations were so cool. Can you tell me a little bit about if y'all completed the illustrations, or was that outsourced, or what?
We got someone from Indonesia to illustrate it for us.
And how has that experience been?
It's been great. We basically write the script and then we'll send it off to Karina, and she operates Key Design Studios. And to echo what Julia said, she's based in Indonesia, so everything that we work with on her is basically online. So, and it's great to just have that connection with an artist thousands of miles away, and she can put everything that we write and illustrated perfectly.
Gotcha. And so for those who may not be familiar with Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity, can you tell us a little bit about the storyline, the plot, and what inspired y'all to write it?
Well, it's just about how to deal with bullying, peer pressure, domestic violence. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, so that was one of the motivating factors too, because a lot of kids, with the COVID pandemic, I know bullying is on the rise right now, and peer pressure, of course, is easy to fall off track if you're with the wrong crowd. And, me being an advocate to work with the homeless shelter and things of that nature, those kids do go through domestic situations or whatever. So, it's a heartwarming, sentimental storyline within Karma Kid.
Absolutely. And just back to the illustrations and just that relationship, I think it just speaks to how important it is to combat bullying, to address it, and to, try and advocate against it, and to give kids another outlet who may be struggling with that. And so I know you spoke to your illustrator and designer being from Indonesia. And so just with all those cultural barriers, I think it's so cool that she still understands the concept. And I think that speaks to the importance of that just being outside of the Black community, the Indonesian community, that it is what resonates with kids everywhere. And so it's just so powerful that y'all are doing something like this, and to do it as a father and son, and to bring in your interest from comics. I think that's amazing. So where do you see Karma Kid, The Power of Positivity in 1 year?
In 1 year, I would say it would spread across the whole nation. Everyone would know about it. Everyone would be buying the merch, it would just be popular, you know?
Right, absolutely. So, where do you see it in 5 years?
I see it on having a platform on like a mini series, possibly a full motion picture. Probably in 5 years, we'll probably be on issue 15 or issue 20. So it's something, Imperial League Comics is gonna be similar to like Marvel Comics or DC Comics or whatever, but it's gonna be Black owned and it's gonna be in my son's name. So yeah, just creating generational wealth for him and others.
Absolutely. Amazing concept. So, what has been the reception thus far?
It's been very good. Everyone has been liking it. Everyone's been saying good things about it on social media and on the news.
Yep, and
y'all are everywhere.
Yeah. We've had 2 televised interviews on Ken's 5 San Antonio, Kids Who Make San Antonio Great segment, Channel 25 News in Waco, Good Morning Texas, and like Julius said, the response has been awesome. Like people have been buying the comic online, buying it, buying physical copies, wanting autographs from me and my son. So like we're shocked that the response happened so quick, and we released it last year during COVID, and people were just sitting at home and had no choice but to read it. So I think that was a great advantage, and then just releasing the comic book on my son's 13th birthday was also sentimental as well.
Right, that is so amazing. So y'all have just to date have only released 1 issue, right?
Right. And we got issue 2 coming soon this year. Karma Kid issue 2, the Day of Reckoning, which is completed, and issue 3 is called Light of Helios. The script is done. I'm just waiting on Karina to start the illustration for issue 3, and then we're also working on another comic book character. Is going to be starring my granddaughter, and it's going to be called Sky Electric and the Deep Abyss. And we're going to have another series. It's going to be with like all the evil enemies in the Imperial Elite Comic Universe. It's going to be called Misfits of Madness.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That is so cool. I think it also speaks to, we have these hashtags, Black Girl Magic, Black Boy Magic. So to see us now really inspired to create our own characters and to have our own storylines and plots, I think what y'all are doing is really, really innovative. So hats off to you, Joseph, and you, Julius. And I just wanted to thank y'all so much for being on today. I have one last question for you, Julius. Of course, Dad, you can chime in, but as a 13-year-old kid going on 14, what would you tell little kids who struggle to find positivity in their lives?
To find positivity, you need to do what you like to do, like whether that's like doing your favorite hobby, praying to God, or meditating, like you can, you just keep your head up. It'll all be good soon.
It'll all work out in the end, huh? And for you, Dad, what would you say?
I'm real big on family structure. I feel that, kids need disciplined parents to instruct, structure and positivity and, and reinforce and pour into their children. And that's one thing I always tell Julius and my other kids, like, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. As long as you working hard and you're putting forth the effort, you can achieve your dreams and goals. And, me, giving back to the youth and the homeless shelter for the kids in San Antonio, like that's one message, that your mind is limitless and the mind is a terrible thing to waste, and you have to utilize those God-given talents that you were blessed with and utilize them to the best of your ability.
Absolutely. And this is just so inspiring. And I just wanted to say hats off to you, Joseph, and how you are raising your children, because not only are you saying that you can do anything you want to do and you can be anything you want to be, you're also supporting them and helping create the lane for them. And, being right there as they're doing that. And I just think that that is amazing and commendable. And I don't think enough Black parents get that recognition. I think with the stereotypes, especially Black fathers, I think with stereotypes and the things that we hear, something that's been pretty inspiring for me, I recently have been watching the Kanye documentary, and I have mixed feelings as far as Kanye. But I definitely, seeing his relationship with his mother was so amazing. I think when we see single mothers or single parents or just Black parents in general, we always think that they may grow up hard and we're hard on them. And it was just so amazing to watch how she encouraged him along the way. She knew his lyrics to his songs, and just you right here being able to interview with your son and being that support for him and being that outlet for him. I just wanted to say hats off to you and Julius, and I'm so excited to have y'all on, and I can't wait to see what else you all create in the future. So thank you so much for coming on today.
Thank you, Miss Key. We greatly appreciate you too so much.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a great morning.
Are you too?
Bye. Hey y'all, welcome to Keys to the Street. And as always, we highlight the culture, whether local or global, and just put on for us. So I'm really excited because we'll be doing a weekend wrap up because there were so many things that happened for the culture over the weekend. I know I'm probably missing some, but I'm just going to, go off the dome with all of the events and things that I was able to be a part of, things I caught wind of, and just good things happening for the Black community here in Austin. First off, I'm coming off of Mimosa Fest, so y'all bear with me if I forget a couple things because the vibes and the drinks were flowing at Mimosa Fest. It was such a cute event put on by All About You Event Management, and Nicoya did an amazing job. There was everything at Mimosa Fest that you could think of involving mimosas and food. So just a great event. I got to make my own perfume scent. There were so many different photos, vendor booths, and things like that. And the vendors were so cute. Like, it was just a cute setup. It was hot, but I mean, we know that. We know going into May and the rest of the summer, we looking at an extremely hot girl summer as it relates to what these temperatures are looking like, at least for the next week. So y'all, please make sure if you're out that you stay hydrated. But yes, the drinks, the water, we were definitely hydrated at Mimosa Fest, and it was just such a fun event. Also, there was, over the weekend, Isaac Rose celebrated 10 years of his Man and Me organization, where they highlighted different men in the community, and they had like a swag tie, like sneaker ball. So it was so cute to see women and men in their suits and then still putting on for the culture and sneaker culture in their amazing different displays of their own, style in their shoe choices. So shout out to Man and Me. And I think a good friend of mine, Anthony, was able to receive an award for his work that he does in We Can Now in serving the unhoused. So shout out to Anthony, Isaac Rowe, and Man and Me as they celebrate all the work that they do in the community. On that same note of people who are doing work in the community, Coach Rose Smith is near and dear to my heart, and she's done so much work on the East Side and in the community as it relates to advocacy for the underserved community, as it relates to coaching and lifestyle coaching for small business and Black women, as well as her feeding the underserved in East Austin. She received an award, or received the I Am Austin Award from Austin Women Magazine. Her speech was amazing. If y'all missed that, y'all can catch that on her Instagram. But yes, thank you, Coach Rose, for all the work that you do. So glad you are continuing to be recognized for that. Now, one of my favorite events was the directorial debut of Dr. Lisa B. Thompson at Ground Floor Theater. So she was able to direct Dot, which was a play written and directed initially by Coleman Domingo. If y'all seen Euphoria, and I think it's Walking Dead, you know Coleman. So it was really cool to see her make that come to life as far as his play, and the plot and everything about the play was really amazing. It was highlighting Alzheimer's and the West Philly community. So it was the Black West Philly community. So it was so cool to see that play, and Dr. Lisa B definitely killed that debut. Like, it was so amazing. I didn't know it was her debut by just how well the play was put on. And I know she's been in the theater background for a while and doing her work, and very respected for that. So it's so cool to see her do that directorial debut here in Austin. She also has a podcast for her work that she does at UT. So yes, it's still going. The tickets are still available at Ground Floor Theater. So if y'all want to see Dot, please go check that out. Thank y'all again for the tickets and Soul City for that opportunity, because it was definitely amazing. Now, what else happened over the weekend? Oh, yes. Kid Jones. So Kid Jones, who's an artist, we've actually featured his music on Keys to the Streets multiple times, but in the past, he's been working in the fashion and design realm as well as music. And he recently got his clothing brand, Onyx Dior, inside of Macy's. And not only did he get it inside of Macy's, he sold out. So shout out to Kid Jones and his team and the creative work that they continue to do as it relates to artists and that intersection of art, fashion, visual art, and all of those things. On that same note, I gotta shout out Shaka. Shaka also has a clothing line that he is incubating through Macy's and will be launching fairly soon as well. So the community is doing so many things. These artists here are amazing, and I hope that y'all continue to support them and learn more about them, because they're just, it's going to get even better. So yes, shout out to Kid Jones and Shaka. What else did I do over the weekend? Oh, did y'all know Slab BBQ has a location in Cedar Park? I'm probably late because I don't be that north. But Slab BBQ has a cute little spot in Cedar Park. It's an extension or another location from that Burn It location, but it still has the same vibes and aesthetic. And it was so cool to meet up with Black Foodie Club, with Van and Destin Rainey, and they have a cute thing where they just meet up at different restaurants. They're so excited to be in Austin and just, loving to eat in the vibes around eating and creating community. So got to meet them. They were great people, good folks, and got to eat good food. So yes, y'all, I know how expensive Austin is getting. People are tending to move outside of Austin or in the outskirts. So of course, with that affordability, a lot of us are moving, farther north or farther south. And so if y'all are in that Cedar Park area, Slab BBQ is Black owned. Y'all go check them out, support and show love to them when you can. So yes, that was pretty much our weekend wrap up. Now, what do we have to look forward to? There are so many things happening as well on the front in the next couple of weeks. So, May 21st, we have the No Limit Tour. Y'all gonna be at the No Limit Tour? I probably won't, just because I am concert out for May. I'll be looking forward to June for concerts and events, but there is the No Limit Tour. That's going to be so much fun on May 21st. And then May 22nd, there's Hip Hop Bingo at Native Hostel. I went to my first Hip Hop Bingo, I think it was in April, maybe March, but I think April. And it was so much fun. So tickets are available on Eventbrite. Such a fun atmosphere. People take bingo seriously, no matter what the subject is. So if you're going to go to Hip Hop Bingo, be ready with the facts and know your stuff. And be ready to act a fool, because they really have people up there acting crazy for free concert tickets and doing silly stuff, but it's always a vibe. So yes, check out Hip Hop Bingo on May 22nd at 3:30 at Native Hostel. And if you're looking for tickets for that, you can find them on Eventbrite. I think that's pretty much it for the weekend wrap up and the events coming up. Oh, yes. So, May 20th, are y'all ready for these Kendrick Lamar tickets to go on sale? Because I want to see us there. I'm going to find a way to be there, regardless of how it happens, how it shakes out. But I want to see our faces there. So, tickets go on sale May 20th. So, y'all be ready because I really think those tickets are going to sell out with Kendrick Lamar. He also has Baby Keem on the tour, which is, his little cousin. And I think that's just going to be an amazing tour. Kendrick Lamar just dropped an amazing album. So I think that's going to be, this is kicking off his tour and it's going to be a vibe. So hopefully I see y'all there. Hopefully I got some tickets to give away. Wink, wink. But as always, I thank y'all for tuning in to Keys to the Streets.